Hi, welcome back to the Introvert Guy. In today's episode, I'd like to delve into a pressing matter, the Russian economy. Specifically, I'll discuss the ongoing trend of Russia seizing assets developed and financed by foreign countries. The latest instance involves an airport in St. Petersburg, which interestingly happens to be President Putin's hometown. Pulkovo Airport, located in St. Petersburg, might not be as familiar to many, yet it holds the distinction of being the second largest airport in Russia, notably in the 12 months leading up to October 2023. The airport catered to approximately 17.5 million passengers, signifying its significant usage and importance in the region. The airport underwent a pivotal phase in 2010, when Russia embarked on an ambitious expansion project through a public-private partnership, PPP. This strategic move was in line with international practices, aiming to bring in external investments from overseas entities to participate in the airport's development. The essence of this PPP model lay in the invitation extended to foreign companies. Russia welcomed external investments, offering a share in the airport's expansion and development. This approach mirrored a global trend where public assets are improved and expanded through collaboration with private entities, combining resources and expertise for mutual benefit. This innovative step not only facilitated the enhancement of the airport's infrastructure, but also symbolized Russia's intent to embrace international investment practices, aiming for growth and modernization in its aviation sector. A substantial investment totaling $1.3 billion was injected into Pulkovo Airport. This substantial investment was aimed at enhancing and expanding the airport's infrastructure. Such investments in infrastructure generally hold significant long-term promise due to the value of these assets. However, the recent trend of asset seizures has dramatically altered the dynamics of these investments. The impact has been felt by foreign investors, including companies from the Middle East, who were involved in this project. They found themselves entangled in a complex situation due to the asset seizure decisions, resulting in substantial financial losses amounting to billions of dollars. These substantial investments were initially seen as the foundation for long-term business growth, especially in infrastructure sectors like airports. However, the act of asset seizures has drastically altered foreign investors' perceptions of investment potential in Russia, affecting their confidence in the security and profitability of long-term investments in the country. The uncertainty caused by these seizure actions has created tension and skepticism among foreign investors. This has not only resulted in substantial financial losses, but has also raised doubts about the sustainability and security of investments in Russia. Recent actions taken by Russia, particularly the act of seizing control from foreign shareholders, signify a notable shift in strategy. This move targeted foreign shareholders, particularly those who hadn't imposed sanctions against Russia. Key stakeholders such as Germany's Fraport, the Qatar Investment Authority, and Russia's VTB Bank had considerable stakes in Pulkovo Airport. However, a recent decree issued by President Putin instigated a transfer of control to a newly established Russian entity. This authoritative action effectively resulted in complete write-offs of investments for overseas investors. The decree mandated the consolidation of shares and control within a new domestic company, stripping foreign shareholders of their previous rights and ownership. This abrupt transfer of control significantly impacted foreign investors, especially those who had invested substantial capital in the airport's development. The move led to substantial financial losses for these investors, prompting complete write-offs of their investments, ultimately impacting their confidence in future investments within Russia. The repercussions of this action extend beyond immediate financial losses. It reflects a concerning trend for foreign investors, potentially deterring future investments in Russia's infrastructure or other sectors. Additionally, it has strained international relations, especially with countries whose investments were affected, potentially influencing their future engagement with Russia's economy. The consistent pattern of asset seizures by Russia has created disillusionment among overseas investors. These events have significantly undermined the trust and confidence of foreign investors in the security of their investments within Russia. This disillusionment can have far-reaching consequences for future engagements. The consequences of these events extend beyond immediate financial losses. They pose a threat to potential future foreign investments, vital for Russia's economic stability and growth. The unpredictability and insecurity resulting from such actions can deter prospective investors from engaging in ventures within Russia, affecting various sectors of the economy. Notably, actions that burn bridges with countries such as Qatar and the UAE can hinder potential future investments. These actions may lead to a situation where Russia becomes increasingly isolated in the global market. By alienating potential investors, especially those from countries not imposing sanctions, Russia risks losing crucial opportunities for economic growth and development. This trend of asset seizures and strained relationships could potentially impact Russia's long-term economic stability. The more Russia isolates itself from potential investment partners, the more it risks exacerbating its economic challenges, especially considering the country's reliance on foreign investments in various sectors. The repercussions stemming from these actions surpass mere financial losses. Russia's interactions with potential investors face the risk of enduring long-term damage due to these series of asset seizures. The impact of this goes beyond the immediate monetary losses suffered by investors. Recognizing the critical role of foreign investment in sustaining Russia's economy, it becomes evident that these actions might have detrimental long-term effects. Russia heavily relies on external investments to bolster various sectors of its economy, making a healthy relationship with investors imperative for economic sustenance and growth. The trend of seizing assets, if continued, might eventually backfire for Russia. As relationships with potential investors deteriorate, Russia risks further isolation in the global economic landscape. This isolation could exacerbate economic challenges and hinder the country's ability to attract crucial foreign investments necessary for development and modernization. Considering the broader implications, there's an urgent need for Russia to reassess its approach towards foreign investors and asset management. An ongoing pattern of seizing assets might compromise the country's economic stability in the long run, highlighting the necessity for a more strategic and conducive environment for foreign investments. If this trend persists, Russia could face substantial challenges in securing essential foreign investments, impacting sectors vital for sustained economic growth. Therefore, a strategic shift in policies toward a more investor-friendly approach may be imperative to avoid potential isolation and foster a conducive environment for future investments. Thank you for tuning in today. If you found this information valuable, please consider liking this video. Also, don't forget about the raffle for a chance to win a unique sculpture. Your support means a lot in sustaining the channel. Stay tuned for more insightful content.